very good evening to you. Welcome back to the Barbican in York. It's the fourth day of the Kazoo UK Championship, and by close of play this evening, the round of 32 lineup will be complete. Who is going to take their spot between these two warriors? Mark Williams, twice a UK champion, up against Anthony Hamilton. And there's the first surprise of the evening, Williams with a conventional break-off. So that's a break from his recent policy of just dribbling into the pack of reds on the basis that he doesn't want to leave one sticking out for his opponent to knock in and clear up. And I guess the surprise, Joe Johnson, is that in the 14 matches that these two have previously contested, it's Hamilton who leads 8-6.
Yeah, I was very surprised about that. Williams, you always think of him multiple world champion. And Anthony just winning that one ranking event, the German Masters. Very surprised. But they haven't played for 4 years, and previously to that, it was 2013 when Hamilton last won.
Yes, and their most recent meeting was part of Hamilton's run to that German Masters title in 2017 when he came from behind to beat Ali Carter to finally land a big one after more than a quarter of a century as a pro.
Well, the blue looks easier for a left-handed player to play for the red near the baulk corner.
Williams has been through the wars in recent weeks. Initially struggling with gout, very painful condition. Saw him hobbling around the table at the Northern Ireland Open, but then he contracted COVID, which meant that he had to withdraw from a couple of events, the English Open and the European Masters. And he's still feeling some of the effects of COVID, a few aches and pains, so it's been a bit of a tough time for Williams. Came through against Lai Pei Fan. Said afterwards he was feeling exhausted, but he played well in that match. He knocked in a couple of centuries to win 6-3.
12.
For Hamilton. Victory over Alan Taylor in the first round, 6-4, having been 3-0 behind to set up this meeting with Williams.
30.
Yeah, just travelled a little further than he wanted. He wanted to leave himself
20.
Short on this red. So he could open up more reds. He might still be able to do. Yeah,
21.
Tried to nudge another couple of reds out. So now, no choice but to try and go into them if he wants to keep the break going. Although he could drop it in and leave the cue ball near the blue, and he'd have a shot. But looking at going into them from the black.
Mark Selby there, a 2 times UK champion himself.
28.
Up against Hossein Vafai this evening. The winner of this will play Ricky Walden, who beat Li Hang this afternoon 6-3. Made a couple of centuries, including a 1-2-9 break to finish the match.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Bridging over the reds. Got to be very accurate with these middle pockets. Yeah, the unintended kiss on the green. Leaves him with a very difficult pot.
34.
Long straight red to the right corner. Yeah, what he was looking at there is, does the pink go? If he leaves the cue ball where the red is, would it be on the pink? Wasn't far away.
Matt Williams, 34.
Combined 96 years of age of snooker experience on show this evening. Hamilton 50, Williams now in his 47th year. They've been engaged in some really significant matches down the years. They've played at the World Championship a couple of times with one win each. I guess their most important meeting of all was the China Open final nearly 20 years ago now, 2002, when Hamilton was on the cusp of winning, led 8-5, but lost the last 4 frames and said afterwards that the pressure had got to him. But he put all that right at the Temple Drum in Berlin 4 years ago. For Williams, well, what an extraordinary career it's been. 24 ranking titles. He's already won one this season at the British Open, beat Gary Wilson. Won the Pro Series event, the new ranking event, which was designed to help fill the void left by the absence of the Chinese events. That was last season. And of course, he won that memorable battle at the Crucible for his 3rd World Championship back in 2018 against John Higgins. One of the all-time great finals.
Yeah, probably one of the best ever for me. When you had 2 of the greatest players ever playing each other, and both of them on top form. Terrific final. Yeah, good long pot.
1.
But unfortunately, not on a colour. Green is potable, but I don't think he can get to a red from the green.
Brown ball. Anthony Hamilton, 1.
Not allowing Williams to see the right-hand side of the reds makes the safety shot just that little bit more difficult. Well, he can just clip the edge. Yeah, there you go. If he comes off the reds fairly thick here, with a touch of left-hand side on the cue ball, there's half a chance of getting him behind the green. And that's what he's played. got in behind the green, but sent that red towards that right corner. That was a good safety, but couldn't guarantee where the reds was going to go. Full length of the table this though, and he's got to play this with a lot of topspin to get that cue ball back down the table. Brown may be available. Good pot.
1.
Would have liked to have been a bit closer to the blue, or a better angle on the brown than where he is now.
Green ball.
So, is he going to play the safety here or the pot? Just the safety.
Anthony Hamilton 1. One.
Good long pot. Just under 5. Only 118 on the table.
Anthony Hamilton 1.
Hamilton has never been past the last 16 of the UK Championship. He's made that round 3 times. Mark Williams won the first of his 2 UK titles back in 1999. That was when it was staged in Bournemouth. He beat compatriot Matthew Stevens 10-8 in the final. And then 3 years later regained it against Ken Doherty in a decider. He was also in a memorable final against his class of 92 rival John Higgins in 2010 when he led by 4 with 5 to play, and at one stage Higgins needed a snooker before coming back to win 10-9.
Foul. No miss.
Well, he was a long way off that one. Trying to land up to the red by the pink. That's right, you could almost hit this red.
Andy Yates, the referee.
Bring it, please.
Shows the value of a good long pot, doesn't it? Just the 1 point at the time, but it's allowed Hamilton to put Williams in trouble.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to go twice across the table, land up to the reds on the black cushion.
Cue ball. Yeah. No, yeah. Fine. Foul. No miss.
Well, I don't
Hamilton
think this
4.
one will be going back if the red by the black goes. Mustn't go.
Micah, please.
Micah Kessler helping out Andy Yates. I think Williams is saying he could almost hit that red,
Yeah.
which is below the brown.
Which he could.
Mix it. Mix it for me. Yeah, one sec, thank you.
Looks like Williams is sizing up plan B here, having failed with the attempted swerve.
Well, this is the shot that I always thought he would have played.
Foul, no miss. Anthony Hamilton 4.
Playing to hit that red from behind. As long as he gets the speed right, doesn't come past the red, he doesn't leave it on.
Anthony, thank you. Foul, no miss. Anthony Hamilton 4.
Well, he's got the line.
Anthony.
Nicely done.
Fifth on the all-time list of ranking event winners, Mark Williams. We're 24 now. 3 spells as world number 1.
Now, can you see this red full distance? Yep, you can. So he's won the safety battle.
One.
Well, the brown's the easier ball, but I don't think he can get to a red from it. He could only drop it in. And if the red doesn't pass the other red, the blue just a little bit thinner because it's not on its spot. So I don't think he's being tempted here.
Anthony Hamilton 1. Foul. Anthony Hamilton, 4.
Yep, and he's left the red onto the left corner. This is not the kind of game that Mark Williams really wants to play. He's got no option at the moment because Anthony's putting him in all kinds of trouble. Oh, that's a bad miss, though. What can Mark Williams do? A little bit of punishment here. Would hurt Anthony.
He potted some really good long balls, Hamilton, but that one that he's missed could be expensive.
Eight. Nine.
Quick look at the scores tells him he's 19 points good.
$16. 17.
Well, he's going to need 2 of these last 3 reds to win the frame at this visit. May feel it's worthwhile playing for the red on the cushion now. No, he hasn't quite got the angle.
$24. 25.
Yeah, I just forgot that the blue wasn't on its spot. Had it been on its spot, that would have been perfect to get back to the reds. Needs a little bounce, not too much. Now, how does he play this? Actually, he could play the snooker here, just screw it back a couple of inches. Or he could play to drop it in dead weight. Give it every chance of going in.
Frame ball.
That's what he's played.
31.
And it never touched the side. So Anthony Hamilton, who seemed to be bossing the frame after Williams' initial 30-odd break, then missed a red he shouldn't have done, but that's wide.
2 snookers needed, though. And the ball's in a pretty good position for snookers. He knows that he could have avoided this safety battle that's coming. And with the black over the pocket, it's easy enough to keep that red safe.
Saw former World and Masters champion Stuart Bingham just now. He's playing Stuart Carrington this evening. He's won the first frame, Bingham, with a break of 56. Anthony McGill, former world semi-finalist, is up against former UK semi-finalist David Grace. McGill has the first frame, also with a half century. Luca Brissell leads Tom Ford 1-0.
be very important. Mark Williams missing that black.
Ashley Hugill is poised to go 2-0 up on Zhou Yulong. It's a very handy wall, isn't it, when it comes to laying snookers, the bought colours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That easy black that he missed can really come back to haunt him. Hasn't been much good at swerve so far.
Foul.
So
Hamilton
just one
four.
snooker needed now. And he could go to pot this red, pot the black, drop him behind the yellow. Easy snooker.
Of course, the cue ball doesn't go back because we're at the snooker's required stage.
One.
Cue ball's very close.
8.
Now, may have to play the white to the cushion with left-hand side on it to try and get in behind them. I don't think he can stun in behind the green and brown. Watch the side. Yep. Oh, look at the yellow.
Anthony Hamilton 8.
Didn't want the yellow in.
Well, this is really a problem of Williams' own making. He knows it. Missed the routine black, which would have killed the frame for sure. Now he's being made to sweat.
So now, Anthony can win.
Oh. Anthony Hamilton 4.
Just short of pace. Had the line.
Williams only needs the yellow. Hamilton will need a snooker again.
he could play this yellow full in the face, sending the yellow down towards the pink. May get the snooker behind the blue, that's an option. Try and force Mark Williams to bring the pink into play.
So it's turned into a bit of an epic, this opening frame. Mark Williams had it won. And perhaps that was part of the problem. He just lost a moment's concentration, thinking the job was done when he potted frame ball red, missed the black. Hamilton's got the snookers he needs.
Nice little touch. Hamilton has to hit it, otherwise he's going to need snookers again. He has to give some thought to the free ball as well. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the cue ball. Amazing. Still a difficult clearance. Yeah, good shot, good escape. That would have gone back had he missed it.
What a start from Ashley Hugill against Zhou Yulong, who currently occupies the 16th and final spot with the Masters in mind in January. Remember, this is the cut-off tournament for the Masters at Ali Pali. Hugill has made breaks of 84 and 130 to win the first two frames. Mark Williams still needs just the yellow to get Anthony Hamilton back into the snooker's required situation, 25 in front.
Yes, and he's brought the pink into play there. So only one safe ball now, the blue. Oh, sorry, the brown. Brown to blue shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, but what a pot. What a pot that was.
Well, he's one of the all-time greats from distance, and that was a cracker.
Should be a frame winner. Oh, but he misses the green.
Williams 2.
Strange game, isn't it? He's furious with himself. He knows he's had this match won, or this frame won, sorry, a couple of times already, but hasn't quite put it to bed yet. Back to one snooker needed for Hamilton. But of course he hasn't now got that rather friendly fortress of the three baulk colours in a row, which was great for laying snookers. He's gone to pot the green.
Yeah, I don't blame him really, because then if he does get the snooker, the brown's off the cushion, isn't it? He could find himself snookered.
Luke Brissell, 2-0 up on Tom Ford. Brissell has also made a century already tonight. Jordan Brown, the Welsh Open champion, leads Farrakh Ajaib 1-0.
Foul.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Matt Williams' fault.
Now it's 2 snookers. Or it could be 1 snooker to tie on the pink if his work those goes out.
Thank you. 3. Anthony Hamilton, 3.
So the tough task of Hamilton to try and get 2 snookers now a good deal harder with only 4 balls to work with. Frame that's lasted nearly 40 minutes. Would have been over a good deal earlier had Williams potted the black after potting frame ball red. But as long as he wins it, he won't mind too much about that.
That's a very good attempt by Anthony. Mark Williams will work things out, I'm sure. Want to push that brown over the pocket. And that would allow Anthony just to pop the brown and blue, 1 snooker to tie on the pink. So he's aware of that. Got to get it safe. Nicely played. Not too difficult to hit. Thought he would have come off the left side cushion.
There you go, not a frame that's going to live long in the memory, but Mark Williams has never been fazed about ugly frames. He's been very adept throughout his career at winning frames that have been quite scrappy and bitty. And of course, he's capable of knocking in the big breaks with the best of them when the opportunity arises. Still got to take a bit of care, though, to make sure this one goes in his favour. The difference, only 22 there. Hamilton still needs 2 snookers. And that surely ends the argument.
4.
It's a frame that Williams could and should have won much earlier, but he's won it now.
9. 15.
Nonchalant.
In the frame, Mark Williams.
So a 40-minuter goes the way of the 2 times UK champion. Mark Williams on the board first here at the Barbican. He leads Anthony Hamilton 1-0. As Mark Williams takes a 1-0 lead after just over 40 minutes of play. Hamilton initially got the 2 snookers he needed, but then found himself at the snookers required stage again. And on the second occasion, he only had a few colours to work with. So Williams 1-0 up. 6, of course, the target for a last 32 meeting with Ricky Walden, conqueror earlier of Li Hang by 6 frames to 3. Hossein Vafai is off to a flyer. Joe mentioned that he made a century in the first frame. He's won the second as well against Mark Selby. So the world number 2 and 2 times UK champion, and a bit of early bother on table 1.
Foul. The miss.
Well, how was it? Does the pink out of that lot?
Mark Selby is, of course, the world number 1. He's the number 2 seed here. The number 1 seed, the defending champion, having already bowed out, of course, Neil Robertson. Losing to John Astley, who in turn lost to Mark Joyce in the second round. It's going to be quite a battle, isn't it, between Selby and Trump throughout the season. They've already exchanged the top ranking a couple of times.
A little unfortunate to have caught Brown full in the face. Left a possible chance for Mark Williams. Doesn't like it. Didn't like that either. Caught it much too thin. That cue ball would have been coming back down the table, but for the couple of good kisses on the yellow and brown. Can he hit that red just behind the pink? That's what he's looking at. It's just the paint if he plays that shot. It's the pink.
Foul, a miss.
Now, can he get through the gap? Just a
Foul and
minute.
6.
Just a minute. Can he get through the gap? Well, once again, I'm surprised he hasn't put this back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is having it back.
Pink, red, please, Mike.
I mean, he was going to come off the reds and try and get him in behind the yellow. Well, he's already there.
It's going to need a little bit of sorting out as a couple of reds moved as well as the pink hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Just for a moment, referee Andy Yates might have thought he'd escaped having to do this extra work before Williams did decide to have them replaced. Micah Kessler called into action again.
Pink.
What do you want to
Pink.
do? Pink. Yeah. So pink.
Let's not forget that Anthony could nearly hit the red.
To me.
It was
Yes, just
a little bit sticking
this
out, wasn't it? So it wants to go the other way.
Red underneath. Talk to me.
Yeah, try. It's just a little bit more to me.
This is one of the
on that side, just
unsatisfactory
behind it.
elements of this game, isn't it? When you've got to replace
Yeah.
balls and
Yep.
quite time consuming, breaks up the
Okay.
play. It's not
And
ideal, but
stop.
it's unavoidable.
The third red, which sticks out a little bit, yes, must more to that it's a triangle. More up, so let's more, more, more. So that's a triangle. More. Right, I will check it. Yeah.
Looks close enough.
Yeah.
Looks good. Yep. Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, we're ready to go again.
This time, it looks as though he has left one on. It was just a little bit pacey, wasn't it? Well, maybe he hasn't. It does look as though it goes from here, but that second red is just sticking out slightly. Here's that little funny cue action that only he plays with. He wasn't sure if it went, so he He's played that good safety again, and this time he played to get the cue ball there. Yeah, good pace. Now, anything go? Another hard luck. Well, again, very tight. Doesn't look as though it goes, but he's right behind it. What do you think?
Well, I think that looks less likely than the one that didn't go a minute ago.
Wasn't really asking you, but all opinions.
Who were you asking then? There's no one else here.
I was asking the viewers.
Well, they can't hear you. Well, they can hear you, but they can't answer.
Okay, viewers, what do you think? Does it go? I don't think so. What do I know?
It's not really got going yet, has it, this match? It's been quite bitty. But sometimes frames are awkward, and obviously they count just as much as the ones won cleanly with a big break.
Well, there's no easy safety here, so he's taking this long red on. Oh, wasn't far away. Got some action on the cue ball to take it out of danger. Good pot.
One.
Now, is that red going to bounce and foil things? I think it's okay.
Well, this might just be the moment for Williams to get his hand on the table and build up a break. He did get in early in the first frame before losing position after hitting a bought colour. And then things got very bogged down, as we know. So, chance for the two times UK champion to establish some flow.
Nine.
Use the full width of the pocket with that one.
Yeah, that wasn't a confident pot, was it? Left himself a little further away from the black than he wanted.
$60. $70.
Well, still got reds he can play for without going into the pack of reds.
$24. 25. $30. $31.
So I've still got another red at the edge of the pack there, to the left corner. I'm not sure if any of these reds will go to... Yeah, he's looking at the red there. But the easiest red is the one to the left of the pack.
$37. $38. $45. Williams, 45.
Well, that's surprising. It was the perfect angle on that red. Now, does the red go to the right centre? $45 points behind. Touch fortunate there. Keep well going close to the pink.
That applause is for Hossein Vafai. He's just gone 3-0 up on Mark Selby.
One.
Another of the game's leading lights in trouble at the Barbican. Meanwhile, Anthony Hamilton in as he looks to erase this now 44-point deficit. Williams with the initial break of 45
Yellow.
Before overcutting a red to the left corner.
If this goes in, though, every chance mounted a comeback. Oh, but it stays out.
Anthony Hamilton, 1. Quietly as possible, please.
It's okay for a right-handed player, this red. I'm not sure if Mark can reach it.
Hamilton knows that that was a good chance to get right back in the frame. Now he's got to hope that Williams makes an error. He's already got that handy lead.
Three.
Yeah, not ideally on this red. Yeah, good recovery. Excellent pot.
Four.
And a good kiss on the green to leave him nicely on the pink. Nice angle to come across the table for choice of reds.
Stuart Carrington in the background there, in trouble against Stuart Bingham. The former world and Masters champion is leading 3-0.
10.
And what a chance this is for Mark Williams to lead 2-0. Excellent retrieving red just
11.
now. Had to work extremely hard to finally get the better of that epic first frame.
Just one more red needed. But that was not a good positional shot.
18.
Well, this is a good deal tougher than it should have been. But he's very good at retrieving, isn't he, with the quality of his shot making, Mark Williams. And that means that Hamilton, as things stand, needs a snooker to tie.
Yeah, the brown, 2 snookers. May as well pot it. Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball to come round for this red to the right corner.
23.
One more red will surely seal it for Williams. And he'll be relieved to see that go in, given what happened in the previous frame, when he needed a couple of snookers. Anthony Hamilton got them, of course, ultimately in vain, but this time Williams has finished it off. So it's been a bit stop-start, the action thus far, but the favourite
30.
is going to have a 2-frame lead.
$31. $38. $39. $44.
The underbody shot.
45.
Suddenly everything's straightforward. 45 initially in this frame, another 45 and counting to finish it off.
$51. 53.
Here it comes again. It's so affected.
56.
I'm not sure why all the players aren't playing like that.
Well, he's always done things his own way, hasn't he, Mark Williams? He is a one-off.
60.
He's won everything that matters in the game multiple times. Still loves to compete.
65.
Maybe not quite the force he was at his very best, but still very dangerous and still capable of winning tournaments, as he's proved in the last couple of seasons. A ranking title during the last campaign. He's already won one early in this season.
65
and he's won back-to-back frames this evening here at the Barbican. So Mark Williams leading Anthony Hamilton now by 2 frames to 0. But he's got the first 2 frames in the bag against Anthony Hamilton. 2 more to come before the interval. 6 the target for a place in the last 32 in a meeting with Ricky Walden. Williams looking to improve his record against Hamilton, who has the edge in their overall head-to-head, 8 wins to 6, although they've seen very little of one another on the table in recent times. You have to go back 4 years for their last encounter. Hamilton winning in the 3rd round of the German Masters, on his way to winning the title, of course. Williams' most recent victory way back in 2014.
Thin cut here to the right corner.
One.
And that little kiss on the brown makes this red in the baulk area just that little bit easier. Doesn't want to be dead on the cushion though. Needs some kind of an angle. Could have done with a little bit more than this.
6. 7.
Played it well. Had to get really close to the middle pocket there to get onto this red.
10.
Hasn't really had a good chance, Anthony Hamilton. In amongst the balls just to get his arm going, knocking a decent break.
$11.
Yeah, needed to get the right side of the blue to open the reds up. Well short.
$16.
Oh, what a terrific
17.
shot. And a nice angle on the black to go into the reds. Now Kenny sees the easier red to the middle.
24. Touching ball.
No. Touching ball call, so an easy safety unless he decides to play a thin cut to the middle, which I'd be surprised about.
Matt Williams, 24.
A little bit unlucky there, Williams, in going into the cluster that he didn't land on one. Keeping Hamilton at long range, though.
And another.
One.
A beauty. Played it with safety in mind for sure, but great pot. And a little tickle up behind the green, I would suspect.
Matt Williams, one.
Heart in the mouth time, that one. He was up on the shot. I think he thought he hadn't hit it hard enough, but just got there.
And I don't think there's anyone better in the game at that shot than Williams. Maybe that one was a little more precise than he intended, but he's so good at just dribbling up to a baulk colour. And these tables, Joe, the cloth's super fine. You can easily under or over hit them.
Yeah, I've seen him leave it short quite a few times, but that's just to get the cue ball tight. Bit high. It's a bit high.
Foul. The miss. Matt Williams. Anthony. Thank you. Foul.
Still a little
miss.
high. This time,
Matt Williams,
6
six.
points away.
Free ball.
I'm not so sure if the free ball is any good to him.
Called, of course, because Williams can't hit both sides of a red.
Yellow ball.
Well, maybe pushing the ball safe. Well, he went for the pot. Oh, is there a plant there? Well, he walks away in disgust because he's pushed that red towards the left corner. And this is a chance to win this frame. It's still a tough pot, this, for length of the table. Yeah, struck it well. Struck it really nicely.
Andy Yates just Checking to see if the pink will spot. If it doesn't, highest available, which is the brown.
7. Eight.
Definitely signs, though, that Williams is beginning to cue nicely. It was a tough old first frame, but he's undoubtedly been in control so far this evening. Now looking to extend his lead.
He may have to play into them here. Just looking to see which red he can aim for. Well, by playing onto that red, he's guaranteed to be on a red to the middle and nearly on one to the
30.
corner, I believe.
$14.
He'd like to play for that red near the pink spot and finish fairly straight on it. Then he could get to the black.
$90.
I'm surprised he played it that way around. The black doesn't go to the right corner, so he's going to have to go back up for the blue again now.
$20. $25. $26.
Just not quite hard enough. He took the reds and paved the way. All the reds now go. But it still needs another red after this blue. So one good pot and it should be 3-0.
31.
Trickier, though, than it might have been had he got the right side of the blue. But he is such a good potter, isn't he?
32.
And we've seen evidence already this evening of his ability to get himself out of awkward spots, having not got prime position. There's another one. Only 59 left, so this blue surely makes certain of the 3-0 lead. He's dominating the table, Williams. No fireworks, but very effective fare so far from him.
37.
And the next frame feels like a must-win for Hamilton.
$38.
He's fought hard this evening. Very nearly turned the first frame in his favour. Hasn't had much of a look in since, though. $44.
45. $51.
Second half century of the evening. Made 65 in the second frame. And he's queuing pretty nicely, isn't he?
52.
Talked about feeling very tired after his victory over Pei Fan, a combination of recent problems with gout and then a bout of COVID, which forced him to pull out of a couple of tournaments.
58. Thank you. 59.
But Hamilton has scored just 7 points in the last couple of frames.
Yeah, nothing much you can do when the other guy's potting all the balls. Hasn't had many chances, to be fair, Anthony.
Matt Williams, 66 on the front.
So his second 60-plus contribution of the evening tightens Mark Williams' grip on this second round match at the UK Championship. He now leads Anthony Hamilton by 3 frames to 0. In this, the final frame before the interval. 3-0 down, 6 is the target.
Quiet as you can, please. Match is on.
One of the things that the players have to contend with, of course, in this open plan arena, the fact that there's bound to be hubbub from neighbouring tables at the end of a frame. Oh, so close from Williams.
These are the kind of shots that I've got to start going in for Anthony. Down at 53% pot success. What he needs is an easy starter. Good pot.
1.
And nicely on the black. So this is the first time that he's been in amongst the reds.
He's always been known as a terrific break builder, Anthony Hamilton.
8.
He used to practice regularly with Ronnie O'Sullivan, who's told us on Eurosport on a number of occasions that he'd spend many an afternoon picking out balls for Anthony. Would barely miss on the practice table.
9.
He's one of those few players to have made in excess of 300 career centuries. And one of the most likeable guys on the tour. No trace of ego about him. And I think it was a very popular win when he lifted the German Masters title after more than 25 years of
16.
trying. His parents flew out to watch the occasion at the Templedrum, one of the greatest venues in the game. Special moment for him. And just reward for a very successful career.
70.
And it's still going in his 51st year.
A choice to make here. Does he go into them or play for that loose red to the left of the pink? There's no correct shot. It's just what you fancy. It's not a good pack to go into from the black, to be fair. Yeah, it was never a good pack to go into. Now he needs a good shot to the middle.
24.
But if this one does go in, all of a sudden things are about to change. Yeah, good shot.
25.
He'll feel a bit better now. He's got the reds open.
$32. $33.
He was living off scraps in the first 3 frames. His highest break just 8, so he'll be relieved to have finally got the chance to put something together here.
Yes, and this is his 5th black.
Never made a professional 147, Anthony Hamilton. His highest a 145 way back in 1995, 4 years after he turned pro.
Well, that's not the best positional shot he's ever played.
40.
I don't think he's on a red.
Anthony Hamilton, 40.
So the break ends disappointingly early from Hamilton's point of view. This is surely a frame he's got to win to entertain thoughts of a comeback in this match. Half a chance for Williams.
Yeah, and that was a poor place to put the cue ball. Oh, and it's a let off. He really let Anthony off there. Now, another chance for Anthony Hamilton. Badly needs this frame.
One. Eight. Nine.
Just a trace of right-hand side on the
16.
cue ball to bring it to this side of the reds.
Seventeen. $24.
Well, Mark Williams had half a chance
25.
to get back into this frame, missed the red into the left centre after Hamilton had attempted a double, but surely now this is going to be Hamilton getting on the board in the nick of time. Something positive to build on the other side of the interval. 75 left, so just one more red required.
30. $31.
So snooker's required with that red disappearing. You can play a few shots now without any pressure.
$36.
He's had to be patient to get a chance in this match. He's needed a couple of visits, but
37.
the frame safely his now. And there is a bit more room to manoeuvre in these best of 11s if you make a sluggish start. So still time for Hamilton.
$43.
Williams will have to settle for a two-frame lead.
44.
Just a reminder that Hossein Vafai leads Mark Selby 4-0 at their interval on table 1. Winner of this, of course, plays Ricky Walden, who beat Lee Hang earlier. 6 frames to 3 with 2 centuries. And at the
51.
end of this evening's play, the round of 32 lineup will be complete. Ronnie O'Sullivan against Mark King will be the main feature on table 1 from 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That should be intriguing. King has a winning record over O'Sullivan. The red stays out, but it doesn't matter.
51.
So Mark Williams' turn not to trouble the scorers in frame 4, but he'll be happy enough with that little mini session. He wins it by 3 frames to 1, and when they return in 15 minutes, he'll need 3 more. 3-1 he leads, but Anthony Hamilton, crucially, from his point of view, managed to win the 4th frame. Williams reverting to the conventional break-off this evening. First frame was a marathon affair that lasted over 40 minutes. Williams played some fluent stuff in frames 2 and 3. But Hamilton, with a couple of scoring visits, was able to keep himself in the hunt. Extraordinary scoreline over on table 1, where Hossein Vafai has just taken a 5-0 lead over the world number 1 Mark Selby. And he has played outstandingly well. other scores this evening, 2 each between Anthony McGill and David Grace. Zhou Yulong has come from 2-0 behind to level at 2-2 with Ashley Hugill. Luca Brissell leads Tom Ford by 4 frames to 2. Jordan Brown is 4-0 up on Farrah Ajaib. Stuart Bingham leads Stuart Carrington 3-1 as Hamilton misses that long red and looks as though he's left it for Williams.
Yeah, a little unfortunate that, wasn't it?
And the other match ongoing this evening, the 2006 World Champion Graham Dott, 2 each with the former European Masters winner Jimmy Robertson.
1.
Surprising miss on the yellow. Just what Anthony Hamilton needed. An early miss.
Yeah, Williams did have a chance in the 4th frame after Hamilton had attempted a double. Left him with a red into the left centre, which you would have expected Williams to get. He didn't. And Hamilton stepped in to win the frame. And that was another reprieve for the underdog.
1.
I say underdog, of course he does lead their overall head-to-head 8 wins to 6, although they've not played very much of late.
Eight. Nine. Sixteen. 70. $24.
All these reds covering one another. There could be another red available. And he could do with leaving an angle on the black to disturb them off of this red.
$25.
Well, he may have to play for that red on the cushion now. Now he's overhit it. He's overhit it out of position.
32.
He could have played for the red that was behind the black. Chose to play for the other one. Nothing wrong with that. Had he got on it.
Anthony Hamilton, 32.
So, breaking down on 32. Should have left an easy safety for Mark Williams. Try and get that cue ball dead on the cushion behind the green. Oh, he's seen the plant, or he thought he had. And I suppose he could have left something easier. He had no idea what was happening to the balls there. Can't see enough of that red to pot it. But he could send it down the table. Or the cue ball into the cork area. He sent it over the pocket. He needs a bit of luck. Well, that's a good safety. He may well have taken this long red on to the big pocket, but there's no escape for the cue ball. It looks like he's taking it on, though. This is a big shot. No, didn't take it on. That's a very good safety, though.
Knows his way around a table like the best of them. Anthony Hamilton turned pro the year before Mark Williams did, 1991. 30 years on the tour.
Thank you.
Too much.
Foul.
Had to swerve
Nice.
round the green slightly, but
Anthony
too
Hamilton,
much.
4. Yeah.
you could see the red. Full ballish.
Yeah, just bring it up, Mike, please.
Yep, a little bit more. He had, the referee doesn't want to move it, but he couldn't see it at that side. He had to swerve around the green slightly.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
Yeah. Where's that marker? Yeah.
This is the etiquette of snooker, isn't it? Williams is actually making life harder for himself here, but Michael Kessler has confirmed that's bang on, so take 2.
That's better. Yes, dead right, Phil. He was making life harder for himself. Where the referee put it back, he didn't need to swerve it, and he could have played the shot. And he didn't, made it harder for himself. Great sportsman that he is. Chance for Anthony. Yeah, nicely played. He had to bring it back a little bit.
Well, Mark Selby's going to avoid a whitewash, but he's still got a mountain to climb against Hossein Vafai. Selby just mopping up for 5-1 down to the Iranian. Anthony Hamilton looking to get to within a frame of Mark Williams, and it's a pretty good chance to do that.
8.
Yeah, he'll be annoyed if he doesn't win the frame here. Such a great break build-up, Anthony.
9.
Williams missed a relatively straightforward yellow right at the start of this frame when he might have built something substantial himself.
What's he done there? He's just got into the cue ball too much.
60.
Imparted bottom onto the cue ball when he just wanted to leave it more or less where the black was.
Well, you could see his fury at losing position there with the frame at his mercy. 51 in front, but still plenty for Williams if he does get back in.
Well, on these new cloths, it's very easy to overscrew things. I just forgot where he was playing for a moment. He's at the angle on the pocket as well.
Hamilton, 60.
And that's probably done him a favour, actually, because had he missed that angle, he'd have left that red right over the pocket. Now, he can knock one red onto another, but not quite so easy, this. Yep, well played.
2.
But he's not on anything. Nothing easy, that is.
Have landed much more awkwardly, could it, really?
Well, the only ball he can cue at, really, is the green, the black. Very difficult with the rest.
Marks out. That line's 2.
So 49 the difference. Still 75 on the table. Williams said he felt exhausted after his victory over Lai Pei Fan, and he's looking a little bit fatigued in his chair there. Still feeling some effects from COVID, I think. A few aches and pains. Hang on, where's the cue ball? Oh, very nearly dropped.
Yes, that would have been a disaster. As it is, it's not a bad safety.
Such fine margins. Williams would have had a nice, easy opener in his bid to get back into this frame had that dropped.
Oh, it stopped out. He can't believe it.
Still ain't bad.
Still ain't bad, says Hamilton. He can't get through to the red, of course.
No, and he can't knock another red onto it either. So when he said it ain't bad, he really means it. It ain't bad.
How about an adventurous plant involving the black?
Well, that's not adventurous, that's
Madness?
miracle status. The red down the cushion looks to be his only option, or even the double. No, he's playing the pot.
Well, there's pressure on this, clearly. That red hanging over the hole.
He's taken away one of the safe reds as well, you know. Oh, what a tremendous pot.
That's it.
What a tremendous pot.
One.
Well, it was, because had he jawed it, look at what he was leaving.
That really was a real bottle shot. Well played.
.50 in front, not much more to do to pull another frame back.
Blue. Six.
Well, even if you can see the red, I think he'd play the other one onto it anyway.
Seven.
So 55 points the lead. 56. This black to leave Williams needing snookers.
Yes, and it was an outstanding pot, wasn't it? With the rest knocking in the red along the rail when he knew he was leaving. An easy starter for
14.
Williams if he missed, and a great chance to get right back into the frame. Hamilton's up for this fight. He's got a good record against Williams, a winning record. And he's getting himself
50.
right back into contention here. That red makes absolutely sure.
20. Thank you. 21. 27. 28. 28.
So Anthony Hamilton right back in the picture here. Mark Williams was bossing things at 3-0. He's made 1 or 2 errors since then, and Hamilton has taken advantage to close the gap to 1 at 3 frames to 2. So the 2 times UK champion Mark Williams pegged back here by the veteran Anthony Hamilton, 50 years of age, but showing he still plays a mean game of snooker. 3-2, 6 is the target. Ricky Walden will play the winner in the last 32. Mark Selby, meanwhile, looking to pull off a minor miracle against Hussein Bafai. It was 5-0 down, Selby. It's now 5-2.
Yeah, clean as a whistle.
1.
Never touched the sides. And that cue ball just holding up.
Well, that's unbelievable. If he's landed on the yellow so he can't get to the brown.
I don't think he can.
Body language suggested otherwise.
Maybe not.
Just kept running and running, didn't it?
It was a cracking pot as well. Now, can he get to it?
Can you make up the brown? I can't advise on what shot to play.
Can
Please
I pop
declare
them
your
out,
colour.
he said.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
What colour, he said? I don't know yet.
Yellow ball.
Well, there you go. Williams doesn't think he can get to the potting angle. That
Williams
was desperately unlucky. Anywhere but there would have done.
Yeah, from such a great long red as well. Oh,
1.
he played a poor safety. He left the red on, could have cost him the frame. And he sees it disappear into the middle pocket. Oh, he can pop the yellow.
Yellow ball.
Now, was that a good kiss?
3.
Does the red go through that gap? No. Not quite, so just the safety. Oh, I think he's well shot. He played to leave that on the black cushion. And instead, he's left a half chance. Mark Williams. This is a tough one he's going for. Middle pocket. Now, thin cut to the baulk corner, or an easy safety.
Thank you. 1. Seven.
It's going near angle. It's going near angle. He knew it.
Anthony Hamilton, 7.
He knew it. He's covered the red. But he might be able to swerve this, Mark Williams.
One.
And that was the way to play it. Play down the table for one of the baulk colours. Don't try and hold for the black. Now, what a chance. It's not straightforward, this.
4.
But it's a chance he didn't expect. Anthony missing that easy red. Plenty of pressure out there. That was a good chance to level things at 3 each. Delicate little shot that was.
10.
Just run a little bit too far for comfort, but still potable.
11.
Nicely on the pink.
Other scores, Jordan Brown is on the cusp of victory against Farrokh Ajaib. The Welsh Open champion leads 5-0. Anthony McGill and David Grace are locked at 3-all. Zhou Yulong, who was 2-0 behind against Ashley Hugill, now leads 3-2. Zhou, who's currently in the last Masters qualifying
17.
spot. Remember, this tournament is the cut-off for the Masters in January.
18.
Luca Brissell and Tom Ford are level at 4 each. Brissell was 4-2 up, and Ford is well in front in frame 9.
Well, a delightful little cannon that was. Okay, he's not perfectly on the red.
25.
Maybe he's on the one to the middle. He is.
Stuart Bingham leads Stuart Carrington 4-2. And Graham Dott and Jimmy Robertson are locked at 2 each, although Dott looks a certainty to go 3-2 up. Mark Williams hoping to go 4-2 up.
Nicely played shot into a blind pocket. Screwing around the 2 angles.
$33.
This will hurt Anthony Hamilton if he can win the frame this visit.
34.
Hamilton missed the red to the right corner when he was looking good.
A surprising miss as well, wasn't it? Because it was an easy shot.
39.
Sometimes those are the kind of balls that you miss, the easy ones. Just lack of concentration.
$40.
Looks like these reds need some attention. I think there was a red that will go to the left middle, but he's got a nice angle to disturb them. Although that red below the pink will go.
$47. $48.
Now, does he play for the red in the middle or play to disturb them? He's guaranteed to be on the one to the middle. Just bounced a fraction
55.
too hard. A couple of inches maybe. 46 points the difference. So this red and a black would be enough. Big shot. He looks high, but it's coming down. It's coming down. It's
56.
Well, that was pinpoint accuracy, wasn't it? It looked just for a moment as though it might drift to the far jaw. But that's frame ball.
And that's pain. Hamilton missing the easy red. He sat in his chair thinking these should have been mine. Should have been 3 each. But it's 4-2.
64.
Yeah, could be a very important moment in this match. Hamilton fought back well from 3-0 behind and was threatening to restore parity. But Williams has stepped in with a good break to restore his 2-frame advantage and put himself within 2 of round 3 here at the Barbican.
Foul. Matt Williams 71, Anthony Hamilton 4.
Too many points for Hamilton to claw back. He's off for a bathroom break. Mark Williams, still looking tired, is within 2 frames of victory. He leads by 4 frames to 2. Preparing to break off in frame 7. 2 away from victory. thicker than intended, which is why the cue ball has only made it halfway between the baulk line and the blue.
Yes, but although there's a red onto the right corner, it's difficult to get to a colour from it. Doesn't want the full ball kiss. Well, it's a risky red to take on because there's no way of avoiding the reds. So if he goes for this long red, has to get it. No guarantee of being on a colour. Those kind of odds players don't like. So, chance for Anthony.
Thank you. One.
Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball there, but he's just come too far.
Four.
Unless there's a red there in the middle of the cluster that goes. I don't think there is.
Still 5-2 to Hussein Vafai against Mark Selby on table one, by the way. Remember, Vafai led 5-0 at one stage. Frame 8 is very tight, just 1 point in it with one red left. So the break ends disappointingly early for Anthony Hamilton, but he's finished with a good safety.
Yeah, okay.
That's a cracking safety. Tap on the table there from Mike Williams.
It's a huge frame, isn't it? If Williams wins it, very hard to see Hamilton winning 4 on the bounce, but if Anthony can pinch it, the match is back in the balance.
Yes, he had him in trouble there. Caught it just a touch too thick and got the cannon. So, good chance this. Pink and blue available.
One. Six. Seven. Twelve.
He would like to get rid of that red that's closest to the right corner pocket. That way the black and the red next to it would both go into that pocket.
13.
Really opens the game up if you can play for that red at some stage. As long as he keeps potting balls, of course.
18.
That's the all-important thing.
$90.
Tom Ford has won 3 on the bounce from 4-2 behind to lead Luca Brissell 5-4.
$25. 26.
Just the 1/2 century from Hamilton this evening.
32.
That was in frame 4, a vital frame. Williams still looking a little fatigued out there, isn't he? Could still be in for a very late evening.
It's just the wrong side of this red to the left corner. Having to take the more difficult red, and he's managed it.
33.
Good recovery.
36. $37.
Just showing his cue power there, Anthony Hamilton.
$42. $43. $49. $50.
Second 50 break of the evening, and it's come just at the right time. 61 points in the game.
57.
So just this red needed, and hasn't he took these very well? Especially as to what happened in the last frame. He missed that easy red, and it cost him dearly. Cost him the frame, actually.
58.
Yes, he's a real warrior, Anthony Hamilton. Terrific competitor. And that's evidenced in the fact that he's got a winning record against one of the all-time greats of the game, in Mark Williams.
$64. Anthony Hamilton, 64.
3 snookers needed.
Should have done enough.
One.
What a great pot. What a great pot. And if you can leave that red behind the black as the last red, that's an easy snooker. You can afford to take a pink. 8.
High drama on table 1 where Mark
9.
Selby has just gone in off the
Settle
final
down,
black,
please.
which has allowed Hossein Fafai the chance at a respot in the frame he needs to win. Mark Williams up against it here, needing 3 snookers, but there's always the chance of a free ball.
60. 17.
So, good chance of a snooker here. And if you can put the thread
24.
near a colour, every chance of a free ball. Got to bounce this red off the baulk cushion, try and put it near a colour. And that's a pretty good shot. If Anthony misses this, it could be a free ball. If he plays it slowly and misses it, he gets snookered again.
Foul.
So
Williams
that's one
4.
of the snookers. And the yellow and brown now in a really good spot for snookers, aren't they?
One. Seven.
He could have done with being straighter on this yellow, but no, he's missed the snooker.
Matt Williams 7.
Because he took the pink, it's still two snookers.
Two. Matt Williams 2.
31 difference, 25 left. So 2 snookers still needed for Williams. Tall order. Hamilton eager to get this over with and get it back to 4-3. Still hot favourite to do that, of course, with Williams needing 2 snookers. And that is a terrific pot, which should end the frame. It does. Mark Williams concedes. So Anthony Hamilton won't go away. He's still battling for all he's worth. And he's back within a frame of Mark Williams, who leads by 4 frames to 3. Anthony Hamilton looking to cause an upset of his own here as he breaks off in frame 8, just 1 behind.
Well worth taking on, wasn't it? It was on black. Hasn't left anything. He could have done, but hasn't. It's drifted behind the green. I think he can still get the red to the right corner, but the easy one to the left corner is covered, and there's a lot of reds to avoid. So plenty of pressure on this long red to the right corner pocket. But if it goes in, the reds are absolutely beautiful if he can finish on a colour. Well, taking a more difficult red. That guarantees him to be on a colour. Good shot.
1.
Excellent shot. Not the half ball kiss. Oh, that's incredible.
6.
I think the red will go into that corner pocket. But what's he going to get from it? The black doesn't go in there. Extremely thin cut if he plays this one to the right corner. Yeah, well played.
7.
No. A little harder if he found the pocket. But he's back in prime position again. Finished a little straight. Yeah, a little smile to himself because it was so easy to overscrew that, and he's underscrewed it. But just needs to drop it in. He should get the cannon to that red above the black. It wriggled in, but it's gone in. That's the important thing. And he's on red to the right middle or left
20.
middle. He hasn't looked at the one to the left middle, but sometimes you just see the shot straight away.
21.
Meanwhile, Luca Brissell, who led Tom Ford 4-2 and then trailed 5-4, has come back to win the decider 6-5, so he's through to play Steve Maguire. That could be a cracking match. Maguire was outstanding earlier in beating Tian Peng Fei. 6-1. Maguire, the 2004 UK champion here at the Barbican. Stuart Bingham is also through. Bingham, of course, looking to become the latest player to win all 3 Triple Crown events. Already a World and Masters champion. He's beaten Stuart Carrington 6-2. And so he'll now play Noppon Sankam.
$27. 34. $35. 42. $43.
He's really seeing them at the moment. He's cueing well, thinking well. And positional play is spot on.
50.
He's starting to enjoy
51.
himself out there.
Yes, and having missed that relatively easy red to the right corner, which Williams pounced on for a 4-2 lead, this has been an impressively steely response, hasn't it, from Hamilton to this point? Giving himself a great chance to make this a best of 3.
58. 59.
His highest break, 64 in the previous frame, so every chance he's going to eclipse that here. With plenty to add. red in the colour, and it's going to be 4-all past Snookers.
65.
He's had 303 centuries in his career.
Mark Williams has looked a little fatigued. He's talked about feeling fatigued after a ropey few weeks for him. Gout and then COVID.
$72.
It's Hamilton now with all the momentum. This is going to be back-to-back frames.
With big breaks.
$80. $81.
Well, he may have to go in and out of balk in between the green and brown. Unless he plays the pink, of course. Nicely played. This red at the back of them will go. Just doesn't look like missing, does he?
87. $88.
Just overrun slightly. Could play a cannon to the pink. Could play the pink again.
Foul.
Oh, what a shame.
Anthony Hamilton, 88.
I've seen Anthony do that before.
Anthony Hamilton.
It doesn't matter on this occasion, though. Beside the disappointment of not making a century, it's an excellent break, his best of the match, 88. And it is game very much back on now. Hamilton with the momentum. Back-to-back frames, it's 4-all. Couldn't be tighter, could it? Same pot success. Virtually the same long pot success. 4 frames all.
It's another good safety from Anthony.
Yes, very much game on now here on table 2, with Anthony Hamilton showing some impressive steel to get his way back into this match. The first frame was an epic, which lasted well over 40 minutes. Mark Williams won that and won the next 2, began to put together some good breaks. Hamilton was in trouble. Crucially, Hamilton was able to win the frame before the interval. Williams did have a chance in that frame. Mr. Red to the left centre pocket. Was able to move 4-2 in front after Hamilton missed a red, which he should really have got into the right corner, but the last 2 frames have been all Hamilton, breaks of 64 and 88. Williams has looked quite tired in his chair, and it's all to play for, Joe.
Yeah, has he left a plant there, though? And that's very, very unfortunate for Anthony Hamilton. He rolled into the pack of reds expecting it to be safe, but he's left a plant. Really unfortunate, but A chance for Mark Williams. He has a rueful smile.
Yeah, it's been a tough few weeks for Williams. He suffered gout, which is incredibly painful, hobbling round the table during the Northern Ireland Open, and then went down with COVID, which forced him to pull out of a couple of tournaments, the English Open and the European Masters, and he's been feeling the effects of the illness. He's mentioned that he's still got some aches and pains. He's looked, as I mentioned, quite tired at times in his chair this evening, but of course he is such a competitor.
Well, he'll have seen how well Anthony's playing, and he'll have said to himself, look, I've got to pick myself up and start competing. Because all he's done in the last 2 frames is watch Anthony.
And Hamilton has a winning record over Williams. They haven't played very much in recent times, but the underdog this evening leads the overall head-to-head 8 wins to 6. They've had some big meetings down the years, a couple at the World Championship, which they've split. Famously, Williams denied Hamilton the China Open title when Hamilton was 3 up with 4 to play.
17.
The last of the easy reds, not counting the one in balk.
18.
Which you may well play for this time round. And then he might try and bust the pack from one of the balk colours. It's a bigger pack of reds to attack from one of the balk colours.
23. Will you keep that bottle quiet, please?
And that looks just
24.
about right to attack these reds from the green. Got to find the heart of the reds. Well, that's it, but is it hard enough? I think he may just be on one, you know.
27.
It's close. Is he? Is he? It's that funny little action that he's got. Doesn't look like he is. If he could have seen this red, it could have been end of frame. As it is, it might just have to be a safety. Yeah, just a safety. Very unfortunate.
Matt Williams, 27.
Anthony Hamilton has never been further than the round of 16 at the UK Championship. He's achieved that round on 3 occasions. A place in the last 32, of course, up for grabs tonight. And a meeting with Ricky Walden, who beat Lee Hang earlier 6-3 with a couple of centuries. The last time they played was a memorable victory for Hamilton because it was part of his run to his first and to date only ranking title, the German Masters at the Tempeltrum in Berlin 4 years ago.
This could be good. This could be good. It's a fraction. A fraction from getting it in behind the green. Good return safety. The ball's very inviting for anybody that can get in amongst them. He's brought that red down the table. He's got a good cue ball though. Where they are going to finish up. Oh, what a chance now. Anthony Hamilton. He played the cue ball back into the balk area. He had no idea where the other red was going. Didn't expect this.
One.
Oh, he's held himself together so well this evening, Anthony. He needs to keep it going now. It's a great opportunity.
Former top 10 player, of course, 4 times a World Championship quarter-finalist, Hamilton. Famed for his break-building talents. And at the age of 50, still thoroughly enjoying the competition. 5. Pitting his wits against one of the best of all time. And
6.
at the moment, looking the stronger player.
Yeah, and as you say, Philip, he's got the better record against Williams, which should stand him in good stead if he comes to a stage where he can win. He knows he can beat him.
Well, winning the German Masters was such a big deal for him. Having
11.
tried so hard for so many years, over a quarter of a century of being a pro, and finally getting that elusive first title with his mum and dad having flown over to Berlin to watch it happen. A very popular victory, I think. Such a nice guy, Anthony. No airs and graces or ego about him. And a terrific snooker player.
Yeah, great break build-up. 304 centuries, 303 centuries to his name, should I say. Just over-screwed that last shot, though, for comfort. Doesn't really want to be using the rest at this stage. Out comes the little extension.
$80. $90.
Many of the game's leading lights have had a sticky week already, haven't they? The defending champion Neil Robertson gone. The world #1 Mark Selby now out. Sean Murphy has bitten the dust. The Masters champion Yan Bingtao also heading home early. Could another big name
26.
be bowing out tonight here on table 2?
$27.
Well, he's playing top-class snooker, Anthony. Winning frames at one visit. Doesn't get any better than that. Oh, he's over-screwed that one, though. A little bit of anxiety in the shot.
33.
A little bit of extra adrenaline. But he's put himself under pressure. Got a 6-point lead, but he's expecting to win the frame at that visit, and he still might, but he needs a good recovery now. Yeah, good shot.
34.
That was missable. Appreciated by the audience. Just overrun slightly, so he might play the cannon to the pink here. Doesn't matter if he misses it, it'd still be on the red. Oh, I'm saying it'd still be on the red. He didn't play the cannon to the pink.
41.
His problem here is the red that's closest to the black cushion is trying to avoid that red. And he takes his red on just above the black. He's got to miss that red, because if he catches it, he doesn't know where the cue ball's going to go. So, big shot. Yep, he didn't know where the cue ball was going to go
42.
once it caught that red, and that's not favourable.
Meanwhile, another result with Graham Dott, the former world champion, knocking out the former European Masters winner Jimmy Robertson 6-2. So Dott will now play Jack Lazowski, who got the better of Martin O'Donnell. By close of play this evening, of course, the round of 32 lineup will be complete. Big shot this for Hamilton.
Oh, that's a beauty. I think it might be too hard, though. He didn't play for the red on the cushion. He's just in no
49.
man's land. He can pot the red to the corner and the one to the middle, but neither of those shots easy. 22 points the lead. These two open reds would be enough with colours. Great recovery shot on the black. Is it going to fall? It is.
50.
Another good shot. He keeps pulling them out. He needs another one. That's worked out very nicely. He caught the red, didn't intend to.
57.
So, a red and a black here will leave Mark Williams needing snookers.
Well, he's shown real mettle in this break, hasn't he? It could have gone wrong a few times, but they keep going in. 2 more pots should do it.
He's not come far enough on the black to be able to get to the red.
58.
And although he will need snookers, it's only one. No way of getting to the red from the black. He's got to make sure of the black. So just drop it in and then play the snooker.
Thank you.
Well, it's another excellent break from Hamilton, which should be enough, but
65.
just needs to be mindful that it is only the one snooker. Can he lay one himself here?
Yeah, that will do nicely.
Hamilton, 65.
And that's not easy with the red bouncing so far off the cushion.
Well, that's Hamilton's third 60-plus contribution in a row from 4-2 behind. Impressive stuff from the veteran.
He needs a bit of luck, and he didn't get it. That'll do, he says.
Yeah, he nods at Anthony Hamilton. What a burst from the 50-year-old. Originally from Nottingham, based in London. 3 on the bounce, 1 away from a famous victory. So Anthony Hamilton, 1 frame away from springing another surprise here at the UK Championship. 5-4 he leads.
Yes, and a good break off. Left a long straight red to the right corner, but fraught with danger. Kind of finished low on the black so he doesn't leave the red on. Oh, what a wonderful pot. Great pot. And that's just where he wanted the cue ball. Now, he needs to just give those reds a little tickle. Try and stay on the red to the right corner. Is he on it?
8.
He is.
Nine.
Now, once again, he's got the angle to go into them with a little bit more power, or he could decide to play for the loose one. Will he get a better chance to go into them?
$60. $17.
Not the best angle on the blue to go into them with a lot of power. Well, they've opened, but I don't think he's on one.
22.
So just the safety.
Matt Williams, 22.
He's played some good safety this evening, Anthony Hamilton, and that's another one. That could be trouble. He could leave the cue ball in the jaws of this right corner pocket. Wouldn't leave anything on. Got to be very careful because the next shot could be his last one. If he doesn't get it right. Yeah, that's the shot to play for me, and he's played it well. great shot, Hamilton says. Very sporting. Well, that's the first one. He hasn't put near the cushion for quite a while. But no easy pot there. But he can get his hand on the table to take this thin red on with some safety in mind. He's been attacking all evening. Oh, how close was that? That was so close. Now, what's the damage? He's got a tricky red to the middle. He's got this tricky red to the middle and a tricky red to the left corner. Neither of them easy.
He's already been a winner this season, Williams. Won the British Open. Beat Gary Wilson in the final. And he was well below his best form for much of that tournament. Saved his best till last, but he is such a consummate match player. He knows how to win ugly when required, and he's going to have to show some real mettle again to turn this around. The red eludes him.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. Now then, has he left one on to the left corner? I don't think the one near the middle will cut back in. He's having a good look at it. It's really difficult to tell from here, but it doesn't look like it. Now, can he see this long red to the left corner pocket? And does he have the angle to get back down the table towards the blue? The answer's no. Yeah, that's a good safety shot. Yes, he's left that red to the left corner, but there's no value in taking it on. He'll try to the bitter end, that's for sure. One of the all-time greats, doesn't give in easily. You've got to earn the win.
They'll certainly feel a win over Hamilton is overdue. Got to go back to 2014 and the old European Tour for the last time Williams got the better of Hamilton. Quality of the safety reflected in the amount of thinking time here for Hamilton.
Yeah, he wants that red to stop.
Pat Williams 4.
He won't be too bothered about the cue ball going in the pocket, as long as he didn't leave a red on. He's left a long red to the left corner, but again, it's fraught with danger, that. Oh, great pot. Terrific pot. And it had to go in. He'd left that red near the middle pocket. What a great shot that was under pressure.
Well, he possesses one of the coolest temperaments in the history of the game, doesn't he? That's a big reason why he's won 24 ranking titles, including everything that matters on multiple occasions. Nerves of steel. Nothing further to prove
6.
in his career, but still loves to compete. Made a conscious decision to be very positive in his approach in the last couple of seasons. Been playing at a fair old lick. Average shot time usually below 20 seconds. He had to slow up a bit when he had that problem with the gout, because he was hobbling round the table. It was taking him a few seconds extra just to set himself on the shot.
He seems to be struggling with his vision at the moment. Keeps blinking. Trying to clear his eyes.
30.
But this is a good opportunity to take us to a decider. 39-point lead. The loose reds should be enough.
$40. 21.
Oh, could have done without the black going there, actually. Stops the red going.
$22.
Well, he's on this red, but there's no guarantee of a colour from this red.
28.
He's screwing off the other reds, trying to bring that cue ball out towards the pink and blue. Needs power. And he needs to pot the red, of course. No idea what was happening to
29.
the balls there. Now, what does he play here? Does he play to pot the pink? Or try and cover that red over the right corner? Big decision.
Yes, he's very conscious of the fact that Hamilton is more than capable of punishing if he gets the chance to counter. He's made 3 big breaks in the last 3 frames.
Oh, he's missed it by a long way as well. He's in the lap of the gods now.
29.
Well, look where the pink's gone. And that's going to make things difficult. Anthony Hamilton. So the black reasonably safe. Pink and blue in awkward positions there. And he's 55 points behind. He needs the colours, the big colours. And he's not going to be on one. It's just going to be the snooker neck shot. Well, he could play just to touch the pink, develop the pink and blue.
Anthony Hamilton won.
He's pushed the green safe, and that doesn't favour him, does it? Could just try and land up to this red nearest the left corner pocket. Just come off the cushion and land up to it. I think that's what he's playing. Happy with that. Oh, what a shot. What a great shot. And what a brave shot. But he needs another, and this has to go in, otherwise we're going to a decider. He's guaranteed to leave a red on if he misses this tough black. He doesn't have to play it. He could skim off the blue, develop those two. Play a good safety, but playing the positive shot. Oh, it stayed on the lip.
Anthony Hamilton won.
Well, full credit for taking it on. Full credit for taking the red on before it as well.
Mighty close to potting that tricky black, Anthony Hamilton, but surely now it means that we're going to need a deciding frame, and I think this match deserves it. It's been a terrific tussle between this pair. We've had some great battles down the years. Haven't played for 4 years. They've made up for it this evening, though. Williams bossing the early proceedings. Hamilton fighting back superbly from 4-2 behind to get his nose in front. But that red surely ensures that we're going to need frame number 11 to determine who goes through to round 3 to play Ricky Walden.
Sorry. 11.
Only 3 of their previous 14 meetings have gone the distance. Williams has won 2 of them. And we're going to need a 1-frame shootout to see who goes through. It's 5 each. So Mark Williams is back. We're still waiting for Anthony Hamilton. Just a reminder, Hamilton leads the head-to-head between this pair.
Thank you.
8-6. Fist pump.
Thank you. The deciding frame. Matt Williams to break.
Now, will he play into the back? He is. He's playing into the back of the pack. And he hasn't hit it hard enough, has he? He has.
And he's not been doing that this evening. It's been the conventional break-off from Williams.
Touching ball.
Well, he's going to play a harder shot next time round because it's called touching ball. So this should be on the baulk cushion.
That's a real compliment, isn't it, to Hamilton? Williams fearful of sticking a red on and Hamilton clearing up from it to win.
Plenty hard enough this time.
Does the red go?
See, he could have played into the back of the pack, left the red onto the middle and lost the frame and match.
Well, that happened, didn't it, in the match between Kyron Wilson and Neil Robertson at the World Championship in their quarter-final. Robertson opting to adopt the containing break-off, left a red, and Wilson cleared up. Went on to win 13-8 from 8 all. Nope, nowhere near. Couple of other matches still ongoing. Anthony McGill has just taken frame 9 to lead David Grace 5-4. The winner of that will play another match still ongoing. Zhou Yulong and Ashley Hugill.
Is he angled? He's looking at the cue ball as though he is.
And I can tell you that Zhou Yulong has come through against Hugh Gill by 6 frames to 2. So he'll now play the winner of the McGill-Grace match in round 3.
Well, it looks like he can have a free go at this red to the yellow pocket. Just screw the cue ball back 6 inches beyond the black, doesn't leave anything. Hopped in for the run through.
He's not been afraid to go for his shots this evening, Hamilton.
Has it just run too far. The red is on to the middle. First chance in the decider falls to Mark Williams.
One.
Just come a little too far on the pink to be able to stun for the red above the black. Possible plant to the left corner. He's just travelled a little bit too far for the plant to be right behind it.
7.
Yeah, from that angle, it doesn't look too difficult, does it? But there's a lot of distance between the two reds. So much at stake now. Final frame.
Yeah, good shot.
8.
Now he could either play a little cannon to the brown or try and bring that cue ball back down the table for that loose red. And that's what he's played. Always
13.
good to get a little lead in a decider. As you can see, that red just above the black will go to the middle.
$40.
Balls haven't been kind to him.
21.
It was a good shot to go into them.
That's happened a few times this evening to the 2 times champion. Going into the pack and not getting lucky and landing on one.
Matt Williams, 21.
So no choice here but to open the reds up, try and get that cue ball dead on the cushion behind the black. And that's not quite dead. A little bit too much left-hand side on the cue ball. Now can Mark be tempted by this red to the middle? It's a dangerous one to take on. Cue ball will be going close to that baulk corner pocket. Should be easy enough to play off the red near the left side cushion and come back in behind the black. And it looks like that's what he's playing. Now gradually these reds are going to spread, and it's who gets that cue ball dead on the cushion first. Anthony just looking to see how the reds are going to split. He screws back off the reds. There's no guarantee where these reds will finish. It's coming back down. But it's okay. Hasn't quite got that cue ball dead though. Can you see that red to the left of the black? This looks good. This looks very good. That's trouble.
Hamilton's safety has been excellent all evening.
Just looking at those two reds to the left of the pink, if there were a plant to the left middle. But I don't think they are. That was a big shot. That was a massive shot. Now, has he left a red to the green pocket? The ones to the yellow pocket are safe.
Well, it was the quality, wasn't it, of Hamilton's safety getting Williams glued to that top cushion that left him, he felt, with no choice other than to take on a very tough red, which obviously carried high risk. So what can Hamilton do with this chance, assuming he can get through to the potting angle of the red?
Well, I'll tell you what, a fraction slower, and that was pretty safe. A fraction slower, but I think he can get to this red. His waistcoat's very close to that red, and the referee keeping a close eye on it. So, what great chance this for Anthony. Can he hold himself together? He's played so well when he's had the chances. Last 3 frames he's took them in the frame at 1 visit.
Six. Seven.
Would have liked to have been straighter on the blue. Just leaving himself with a little bit of work to do. Too hard for the Reds. No, he's okay.
12.
The only other past 32 spot to fill will be by either Anthony McGill or David Grace. David Grace, I should say. McGill leading 5-4 and at the table.
13.
But there's big pressure on every one of these balls at this stage of a match with so much up for grabs. Nothing is easy.
£20.
Just over £5,000 at stake on this last frame. Plus the ranking points that comes with it.
Yeah, and to put that into context, Anthony Hamilton won just over 18,000 in the whole of last season, guaranteed 12,000 if he wins this frame. That's very important when you're ranked in the 50s, as he is, currently at 56. Former world number 10.
Yeah, it means so much, this frame, this match. Takes him away from that last 64 that you have to be in to stay on the tour. Gives him some breathing space. Now, where's the pink going to go? Wait for this. Where's the pink going to go?
I think Andy Yates is about to be removed from Hamilton's Christmas card list.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. He's still on a red to the left middle, but he was on a dead easy one to the right corner a moment ago. And just make things a little bit more awkward, he's getting that pink as close to the white as he can.
Well, it's rarely straightforward in a decider.
Well played.
28.
Well played. There was lots of pressure on that one. And he stood up to it.
$33.
He was 3-0 down, remember. At that stage, his highest break was just 8. 4-2 behind, having missed a relatively routine red. But how well has he played since then?
Got to finish it off now, though.
34.
And that's okay. I think he can just drop this blue in for the red to the left corner. Yeah, that's a good shot. Holding for the red to the middle. He was guaranteed
39.
to be on one of the reds to the middle. Awkward queuing for the one to the left middle. Doesn't like the angle he's got on the red that's going into the right middle pocket. No, too high. You never... Wait for it. Wait for it. Well, would you believe
40.
it? What a time to get a fluke.
Williams unmoved, but wow, what a moment. High drama, late night drama, we love it. Not sure Williams will right now.
He needs another good shot here with the rest.
43.
Coolly played. Very coolly played.
44.
Could have done with bouncing just another couple of inches, but he's on the black. Question is, can he hold for this red to the right corner? Yes, he can. Again, coolly played. And now he should win
51.
from here, really. 30 points, the difference. Two big colours. Should be enough.
52.
Well, clearly he got a hefty slice of luck just now with the fluke, but he's played some great stuff this evening, Hamilton, and he's shown real tenacity to get himself back into it from 3-0 and 4-2 behind.
Well, he could do with taking the black here, really, but he's taking the easier pink. And it could make a difference, that. 37 ahead.
58.
If he takes the blue, Williams can tie. take the pink. Mark would need snookers. Cannon to brown would be good. So just the red needed.
64. We've
got to hand it to him. What a performance.
50 years of age, but still a force to be reckoned with. And I think he deserves it. The way in which he's fought back from a pretty precarious 3-0 down, 4-2 behind.
69.
The expectation at that stage was that Williams would go on to win with some comfort, but Anthony Hamilton
70.
has had other ideas. He's scored heavily, he's gone for his shots, he's shown plenty of bravery in the way in which he's gone about things. And he's about to improve his record over Williams to 9 wins to 6.
Firm in the match.
And another big name bites the dust at the UK Championship. Mark Williams, the latest to fall, the 2-times champion, beaten by the veteran Anthony Hamilton. Outstanding here at the Barbican in York. He wins by a decider, 6 frames to 5.